World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Happy Thursday po sa inyong lahat. Now, we have some good news and bad news today. So, unang-una po, good news is we have the topic that the big topic nga na pag-usapan natin mamaya, which is visit visa, which is what I promised last week nga hindi nangyari. The bad news po, wala si Sonny ngayon, unfortunately. He hurt himself, no? I mean, no, Sonny. You have to be careful nga. Hindi naman hindi naman seryoso. Yung nga lang, he hurt himself, so he can't join us today. So, but I will try my level best nga to fill his shoes. So, happy Thursday po. Nevertheless, it's I'm so happy to be here. The last week, as the regulars nga, no? Hope you may have noticed wala ako. It was replay. Unfortunately, I had an exam. We still have to do these things, and I thought magagawa ko in the morning, but anyway, I had to do it in the evening, right smack in the middle of what would have been yung immigration corner natin. So unfortunately, I was not able to do last week. So I was this morning. I woke up really early, and I thought, oh my goodness, yeah, no, I'm so excited. It is Thursday. It's Happy Thursday. So unfortunately, as I say, Sonny can't make it, but I wanted to go on anyway. Then I really missed all of you. So I'm so happy to be here. I hope that everyone is okay, no? And that you're able to join us today. Of course, hindi nga lang ako. Pau, Paula is busy working in the background nga, ano? And without her, of course, this simply can't go on. So hopefully, you will enjoy it even without the legendary Sonny, who we miss and we say hello to, of course, no. So please, continue join me and join us, Pao and I, and we'll do our level best to fill his very big shoes, no. But I am looking forward to it, and it's an exciting topic also, no? Visit visa po. So, Pao, I don't know if we have any greetings. I'm happy to take our greetings. So hopefully you've not forgotten about us from last week. Wow, the lovely Mr. Duay. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, lalo sa elegant na very smart Attorney LIRA, and always romantic, legendary pa, Sonny LARAGAN. Dagdag kalaman day. That's lovely. Happy Thursday po, Mr. Duay. It's good of you to join us. Salamat. So it's he's watching from Facebook, no? So hello. Of course, Miss Paner. Yeah, okay. So Mr. Duay was the first greeter, no? Second po, Miss Paner. Hello po. Magandang gabi po, Kuya Sonny, Attorney LIRA. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po. Stay safe and God bless us. Tama ka, Miss Paner. So, I love this new setup, no? It's clear to see the photos of the greeters nga, no? Lovely photo, Miss Paner. Thank you, no? The lovely Miss Emmeline Rafael. And I see it's in caps, so you must be feeling good, no? Good evening, Sonny and Attorney LIRA. Happy Thursday to you both and everyone. Happy Thursday for Mr. Rafael. Hope you're okay, no? So, sino pa? Mr. Duay. Intro song ng IC. Parang the chorus and ang tumutugtog. I feel like dancing some Irish dancing. You and me both, Mr. Duay. So, we should do that. Actually, in the background, before we go on, the music goes on, and I'm so pleased the camera is not yet on for everyone to see, because I'm sure you could see me going. Just with this. So tama ka, Mr. Dua. It's a lovely tune. And I'm kind of humming it in my head after the Thursday actually. But yeah, no, good pickup. So, sino pa po? Ah, of course, Mr. Fernandez, Oliver Fernandez. Hola, señores and señoras. It's gray and wet Thursday here in Everett, Washington, right? But no matter the weather, everyone's looking forward to the splash of color our hosts are going to be wearing tonight. You're so kind, Mr. Oliver. Tingnan mo, do you approve? I mean, blue. Actually, someone told me this morning, it's cobalt blue now, kulay. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, it's cobalt blue apparently. So, do you approve, Oliver? Kamusta ka? I think it's the end of the month. It's the uh, Thanksgiving, you know. Let me know. I can't remember when it's actually going to be Thanksgiving. So tell us if you know it. I'm sure you do, Oliver. Sino pa po? What? Of course, Mr. Fel. Watching from Abu Dhabi. Actually, I was looking up Abu Dhabi only last week. The weather there. It seems it's quite good weather. Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Fel? I think you're back in January, no? Hopefully you're enjoying it and that you're going to be. I think you're spending Christmas there. Sabi mo sa amin. It's I don't know if you're traveling also in Abu Dhabi, but nice to see you. Nice. It's okay. Epwen James Aquino. Bago ba? I think, yeah, you may be a new viewer, no? Or at least new greeter. Good evening po sa inyo dyan. Watching from the Philippines already. Oh, that's so good of you to join us. 3:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, 3:30 in the morning. So what are you doing up that late? Well, I'm pleased you're up that late or that early, you know. But no, so good of you to join us. Epwen Aquino. Tama. Hope you will be better soon, Sir Sonny. Tama ka. Yeah. Edgar, we miss him. Yeah, when he told me today, I mean, he was very disappointed. No, of course, no, he can't join us. But I'm sure he'll be better. Yung nga, he just needs to be careful. No, he had it seems a little accident. Yung nga sabi niya sa akin, just a little accident. So nothing to be worried about. But I'm sure he'll be fine soon. So sino pa po? Emily. Hello, Sonny and Attorney Lira. Good evening to you both and everyone. Happy Thursday, everyone. Mr. Fel, I love that photo of her. Good evening po sa inyo. Watching from the Philippines. Wow. So that's two now. No, Alejo Mark. What a photo. Look at that photo now. Yeah, no, 3:30 in the morning. So good of you. Wow, my goodness me. Karen Fair, good evening po. Watching also from Philippines. Salamat, Karen. No, it's 3:30 in the morning. My goodness, what are you all doing up so late or so early? No, but it's good of you to certainly join us. Hi, Karen. Sino pa po? Edgar. That is your caller, Attorney Elegant, gorgeous on you. I tell you, Edgar is he is such a charmer. No, si Edgar nga he's a lovely, lovely chap. Salamat po. Thank you for the compliment, no? Yeah, blue daw. Cobalt blue. Hello po, good evening. Watching from Philippines ulit. Jillian Estrada. Wow. Salamat po. Unfortunately, I can't really see the photo. It's quite small, but it looks gorgeous, no? It says plants all over the place. 3:30 in the morning. Thank you for watching. Of course, Maris Mendez. Happy Thursday po. Hi, Maris. Thank you for joining. One of our regulars, you know? So, sino pa po? Edgar. Ma'am Cora Carsola, nod na po tayo. Buenasera. He's great, Edgar, no? Because he pulls everyone together to watch. Yeah, tama ka, no? So we're waiting for Ma'am Carsola. Hello, Mary So Pimentel. Hope Sonny is okay, is all right, no? Tama ka, Edgar. No, I think no, he's fine. Yung nga lang na he's sabi nga sa akin, he emphasized it's not serious. Yung nga lang he's not well enough to join us. But yeah, yung nga. Hi, Mary Sol. So sino pa po? Yes, I'm here. Emmeline Rafael. Yes, I'm here with my family and grandchildren. Spend Christmas and New Year here with them. Aren't you lucky? Oh, that's so great, no? Have a great time, no? Mr. Rafael Ruiz, enjoyed, and of course, no, especially given the pandemic nga, you must be thrilled, no? Kasama mo sila. I don't know if you had that possibility last year or indeed, no, the year before for some people nga. So, enjoy, take care, no? Because I'm sure it's a lovely, lovely place. Well, it is a lovely place, Abu Dhabi. But ingat, no? So, sino po? Juniling Kalautik. Yeah, good evening po. Watching from Philippines. My gosh, that's, what's that? 4 or 5 na. Mabuhay. Yeah, absolutely mabuhay. It's great. We have so many viewers now from the Philippines. What? Happy Thursday. Watching from the Czech Republic. My gosh. So, no, I can't even say his name. So, Azilres Hair. I'm sure I didn't say that properly, but watching from the Czech Republic. Salamat po. Wow, we're so international today. I'm so pleased. Sonny will be so jealous to miss this. So, sino pa po? Meron pa ba greeters natin? So, wow, Czech Republic. Supporting my friend at the backstage, Derek Pao. I should have known. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Yeah, thank you for helping. It's really talaga. Without a direct power, and indeed you now that I know, no, we just wouldn't have today because this just I wouldn't even know where to start. So salamat po, and thanks for watching. Thanks for greeting. It's kind of you. Maris, salamat Maris Mendez. I like your top, Attorney Lira. Yeah, salamat po. It's I thought actually today to be a bit brighter. See, well, the weather today, this week nga, no, it's been a bit rainy. Not saying that the leaves are falling. It's beautiful red, rusty color. The leaves and the trees unfortunately losing their leaves, but nevertheless. So I thought something bright. Salamat Maris. No. Very kind of you to notice and to compliment. Thank you, Attorney Lira. Sabi ni Emmeline Rafael. Yeah. No, my pleasure po. Really, take care. No, you never know at the moment. Emmeline. Hello, Edgar. Good evening too. Yeah, Mr. Duai is so popular. No, he's a lovely, lovely chap. Mika. Good evening, Attorney Gandang Lira. Oh, wow. And sa lahat po ng viewers, and to Sir Legendary Sonny, get well soon po. Happy Thursday, everyone. Salamat, Meka. Yeah, it's good evening to you too, no? And thanks for the compliment. Wow, Edgar. Emmeline Rafael, buenas sera sa iyo and family. Diyan sa Abu Dhabi, of course. Yeah, it's hopefully, the weather's probably quite nice there, no? Mainit siguro sa Abu Dhabi. Mainit pa ba dyan? Edgar. So Edgar, welcome po sa mga tagapanood sa Pinas. Mabuhay kayo. Tama ka, Edgar. Especially when you think 3:30 in the morning sa atin ngayon, no? Hoping to travel in the UK someday. Well, look, Karen, ang pag-uusapan natin mamaya may actually be right on point if you're hoping to do that, which is visit visa. So make sure, you're there, but stay tuned because it is a big topic. And it's quite an interesting one kung yun ang plano. Oliver, Thanksgiving falls on the 4th Thursday of November, which is on the 25th of November. Go. Go, Attorney Lira. Salamat, Oliver. 25th of November. So it's about 3 weeks, ano? I know it's a big thing in the US, Thanksgiving, and it's I have a cousin who's resident there, and sabi nga niya sa akin, it's great fun, and it's like Christmas, no? And sometimes some people even say no better than Christmas, because you have all the food without really having to fuss about the presents. So it's great, but it's salamat po for all the greetings, no? And I'm so pleased you can still join, and we're missing Sonny, of course, but it's hopefully you will still enjoy the show. So for the moment, we'll go on a brief break. Pagkabalik natin, pag-uusapan natin po yung visit visa. It's a huge topic, no? And it's a very interesting one. So we're looking at it from the practical point of view. So stay tuned. Don't go away. We won't be long. See you soon.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Welcome back po. Happy Thursday uli. So for those of us just joining now, for those of you just joining now, unfortunately, the legendary and the lovely Mr. Sonny LARAGAN cannot join us today. So, but I hope that I'm able to at least fill a little bit his shoes, no? Where we have a big topic nga po, and so we'll be discussing that, and I hope it'll be interesting for many of you. Thank you for tuning in. So now let's talk about big po natin. Now we were going to discuss this actually last week, di ba? Pinangako ko na pag-usapan natin visit visa, but unfortunately I couldn't make last week, so we had we couldn't do the topic nga last week, but it is on now. It is a massive topic, so be ready with your pen and paper. Now this is visit visa, but we're looking at the practical factors really of visit visa. Now, unang-una po, finally, the Philippines is off the red list, no? So before, kung visitor ka, hindi ka pwede pumasok nga sa UK because we were we're one of the red listed countries, no? But that's all gone since 2-3 weeks back, no? So that means kung meron kayong mga kaibigan o pamilya gusto na pumasok dito, especially as it's Christmas time, and they want to visit you, spend nga Christmas in the UK, then this is right up your street, no? So visit visa po. Now, and incidentally, actually this is I suppose the first Christmas actually, no, where EU nationals, so those people from Spain, Germany, they will also now not just be able to come into the United Kingdom to maybe visit their family just like that, terribly, well, still not as restricted or as limited nga, but they too will have to come in, as visitors, and this will be the first time because it was only on the 31st of December last year that the EU free movement stopped. So this is so pag-uusapan po natin ngayon equally applies actually, for EU nationals. So this is nearly a year later since the full force of Brexit happened. So tingnan po natin there are the visit visas, no? Now, the first thing to look at with visitor visas is what is it? No? Anong ba ibig sabihin what is a visit visa? In fact, visit visa means exactly that, to just simply visit the United Kingdom. So ibig sabihin, temporary stay, not for any, of course, not for any length of time, not for residency, nothing, nothing even semi-permanent na. So the idea is exactly that, visit lang. No? So it's the same thing when they say tourist visa, yun din, visit visa, yung nga din, visitor visa, it's all the same thing. So the next thing to look at is the differences between what's often called the visa nationals and then the non-visa nationals. Now, that is quite an important distinction po. So nung una, anyone who is what's called visa nationals, no? Ibig sabihin, kailangan natin magpasok ng application in advance of coming into the UK. Philippines is a visa national country. There are 111 visa national countries. So certainly Philippines is there, Zimbabwe, South Africa. So all those countries, for example, kailangan muna natin ng visa before traveling. So you can't apply for a visa, for example, they won't give you a visa at the border. No? So that is what's called visa national countries. The rest, no, including EU nationals, so Spain, Germany, France, they are non-visa national countries. So ibig sabihin, they can get their visas at the border. No? So that the e-gate, no? O kaya if kung pipila nga kayo, then certainly at border control. So they don't need to apply for a visa in advance of coming in. Now, of course, that makes a difference. Kung galing nga kayo sa Pinas, papasok kayo dito, and you have not applied for a visit visa in advance, hindi kayo papapasukin, no? Which would be a complete waste of money. And then, so it means that you're just going to be sent back nga. Now, let's assume, well, actually, let's look now briefly at the process. So if you want to make an application for a visitor visa, so galing nga sa Pinas, no? So Karen, no, pay attention. Yeah? So if that's the case, then you need to make an application online. Yeah. So you need obviously access to a computer. The fee at the moment in US dollars is $135. No? Now there, kailangan yung pakita na you of course have to have a valid passport. No? You need to be able to also show that you have means to support yourself in the UK without recourse to public funds. That of course na meron kayong accommodation, meron kayong tutuluyan pagka nandito na nga kayo. And important, most important of all, is yung purpose nyo. No? Why are you coming into the United Kingdom? Is it simply that you're coming in to visit, to look at Big Ben, or to attend a concert, or to visit family? Yeah. So you need to declare that on your visitor visa. So you're making an application usually for what's called a standard visitor visa. So you put in your application, you make sure you upload your documents, yeah, and you also make sure that, of course, any supporting documents, such as say, kung meron kayong sponsor nga dito, nandito kapatid nyo, nanay nyo nga dito, silang nag-iimbita sa inyo, then you make sure also na meron magpasok din kayo ng app ng sulat galing sa kanila. So sasabihin doon, yeah, si Maria, gusto namin siya pumunta dito for maybe Christmas, especially Christmas time na nga ngayon, no? Nearly. For Christmas time and to also spend maybe the New Year. Dito siya titira sa amin. Meron kaming financial support. May trabaho kami. So, meron silang trabaho nga. Payslip, kailangan yung pakita. Bank statement nga din nila. Walang problema as far as support is concerned. Kami din magbabayad ng pamasahe niya, for example, kung sila nga magbabayad. So, all those things kailangan yung i-prepare, no? And i-upload. So, it's for you. I've always said this throughout nga. Is for you to show that you make out your case, no? And that of course includes any documents in support, no? Now that becomes even more important kung wala nga kayong trabaho sa atin. Now because gusto nila hindi makita, meron ka bang meron ka bang babalikan sa atin? So that would be things like nag-aaral ka nga sa atin, o kaya meron kang trabaho, that you only have a sabbatical, or you only have 2 weeks nga. So, submit, again, letter from your employer, for example, o sa eskwela, no? If you're only taking time off, or if it's your holiday, no? Christmas holiday, for example. Now, and so you upload all of those documents, of course, you pay your fee, and then you wait. And hopefully, bibigyan nga kayo ng visa. Kung hindi kayo mabigyan ng visa, so the application nga is refused, then that would mean, unfortunately, the only challenge would be by way of what's called, ang tawag dito, judicial review. That's very expensive and very lengthy, no? And most of the time, mas practical na magpasok kayong panibagong application na lang rather than judicially reviewing it. And of course, addressing the points of concern. Kung mayroon kayong refusal, sasabihin naman nila doon, o kailangan sabihin doon, bakit ba? The most common reasons for refusal are really intention po. No? So, hindi sila naniniwala na babalik kayo sa akin, and financial support. No? So, you haven't given enough documents to show that you can afford to be in the United Kingdom. But predominantly, I would say as much as say 90% nga of refusals are often due to intention. So, hindi nga sila naniniwala. So, we'll explore that a little bit more actually later on. So, we're going to look specifically at things like, ano bang titignan nila? The border control, no? What are the things that they need to also consider? And, tips, if you like, no? To make sure nga, to maximize your chance of success. Now, sabihin natin na nakakuha nga kayong visa. Great. No? Now, what can you do? And equally as important, what can you not do with a visit visa? So, tingnan po natin yon. Now, what you can do, ang tawag permitted activities. So, let me just reel it off. They're not, actually not so many. So, for a UK standard visitor visa, of course, tourism, no? Holiday dito. If you decide you're coming to the UK and you're going to, go to Wales to just have a look at Wales, hindi nga yung problema. So tourism, holiday, no? See family and friends, of course, no problem. You can even volunteer up to 30 days with the registered charity. So sabihin natin, part of your course nga sa Pinas is to undertake some charity work, for example. You can do that for up to 30 days in the UK with a standard visitor visa. You can also do what they call transit. So sabihin natin nandito ka for a few days, tapos you're going off then to France, no? Or indeed the US. So you're traveling through and potentially staying a little bit nga in the UK. So you can also do that. Now, you can also do certain business activities. So for example, attending a meeting. So that's not against the rules. You can do that quite properly. But of course, it's not. You be careful that you're not looking at being seen to be taking up employment in the United Kingdom. But otherwise, as I've said, meetings that's fine. You can also take part in what they call school exchange programs, for example. No, you can also do some limited studies, okay, but not really a substantial one. So less than 6 months, for example, or exams. Actually, this is quite important for some people. No, sabihin natin nandito ka as a student. Tapos, unfortunately, so you've studied, tapos bumalik ka sa atin. Unfortunately, hindi ka pumasa. No? And you need to take up, again, to resit some exams. You don't have to apply for another student visa. Kung pasok na yung visa mo, you can simply apply for a visit visa and sabihin mo nga lang doon, you're looking to resit certain exams. Of course, kailangan mong pakita nga. When are they taking place? Why do you have to be here? It's not something that you can say undertake on a remote basis nga. So those things you can also do under a standard visit visa. Now you can also take part in research. If you're in, sabihin natin you're an academic, you can do that. You can also under that type of visa attend here for medical reasons. not to access NHS. So, bawal po yun, no? So, it's not that you come here to get treated, yun hindi pwede. But sabihin natin, you're coming in to receive private treatment, no? From a hospital or private medical facility in the United Kingdom. Or, and certainly this is also not fairly relatively common, unfortunately, is if you need to, if you're looking to donate an organ, no, to a family or close friend in the UK. So, kidney, to enable a kidney transplant, for example, yung nga lang, kailangan nyo din pakita that you have documents from the hospital, that's all scheduled, yung operasyon nga, and that you are a donor, and it's a match. So it's for you to also set out na that's the purpose of you coming into the United Kingdom. So those are all yung tawag nila permitted activities po. Now, what can you not do? What you cannot do are also quite a few. You cannot do paid or even unpaid work in the United Kingdom. It doesn't matter if it's for a company or self-employed, bawal po yun. You cannot also claim benefits, no? So sabihin nga natin you enter the UK and then you find you don't have any income, may nangyari nga. Unfortunately, you cannot also claim public funds benefits, no? Now, you cannot also simply marry in the UK. So kung papasok kayo dito, no, with the view to marrying in the United Kingdom, then you can apply for either nga a fiancé visa, no? So the idea is being 6 months visa, the fiancé visa, dadating nga kayo dito, you get married and then you don't have to leave the UK because fiancé visa nga kayo. Or there's this special marriage visitor visa, no? So visitor pa nga rin, hindi pa rin kayo pwedeng magtrabaho, mag-aral, ano man yun. And you cannot also swap it pagka nandito na kayo to a spouse visa. A marriage visitor visa is exactly that. Ibig sabihin, dito kayo, you get married in the United Kingdom, and then you need to go back to the Philippines and make an application to come back in as a spouse in the UK. So it's a special type of marriage visitor visa. Now, so they're actually the standard, visitor visa is actually wider than some people think, but of course it is limited. Now, let's look at the common questions, no? Just still on the issue of what you can and cannot do. What I'm asked also fairly frequently is job hunting allowed? No. Now, what you're not allowed to do. So let's answer that in relation to, in the context of what you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to take up paid or unpaid work in the United Kingdom. But job hunting, of course, is not work. So, strictly speaking, you are allowed to do job hunting. Okay? But again, be careful, ha? Kung yung gagawin nyo, kung yung balak nyo, it could be that you find that you get refused at the border, or indeed when you make an application, because that goes potentially to intention. But strictly speaking, sabihin natin, nandito na kayo, no? You're having a great time, and then you find actually, someone is looking for, say, nurses, no? They're always looking for nurses here. And you happen to be a nurse, and you say, well, actually, I wouldn't mind looking at that. That, strictly speaking, is allowed, no? Of course, as long as you still have a visa. Now, let's take that one step further. Are you allowed to attend a job interview in the UK? No? Again, strictly speaking, it's not employment, no? So sabihin natin, you're a nurse, you then make you see some adverts, and you think, oh, actually, no, I wouldn't mind just looking at that. You do some job hunting, and then someone offers a hospital, offers you an interview. Can you attend it and not be in breach of your immigration condition? Yes, you can. The answer again, because it's not, again, employment. No? So, oddly, job interviews are also allowed. Now, going back to what they are potentially looking for, no? Either at the application stage or at the border officer. So bear in mind po ulit, na you will, just because you got a visa does not mean na hindi na kayo tatanungin pagka papasok kayo dito. It could be that when you enter the UK, the immigration officer at the border says, well, actually, I have a few questions, no? And these are our questions. Now, the questions, what are they looking for? What would they need to consider? So, they will look at things like, what's the main reason for visiting the United Kingdom? So, going back to the job po, no? If you say, well, actually, I'm job hunting, you may find that they will then, magdududa sila, no? Because then they may say, well, hang on, if you're looking to job hunt in the UK, it could be na hindi na, ang balak mo, dito ka magtatrabaho. Which means, of course, it's not a visit visa purpose already, no? So it could be that you find that they actually refuse you entry into the United Kingdom. So they will look at that. They will also look at yung immigration history. And this is something else that people sometimes, well, actually often forget, no? Kung lagi kayong sabihin natin, you have a visit visa for, sometimes visit visas are granted for 5 years or indeed even 10 years. Yung nga lang, you have limited time every entry nyo, but you have the visit visa for 5 years, 10 years. Kung lagi kayong labas-pasok, or indeed even on 6 months, no? Lagi kayong labas-pasok nga dito, the immigration officer at the border may say, well, hang on, in the last, sabihin natin, 2 years, no, or 3 years, you've been in the United Kingdom for 6 months each time. Bakit? No? So, they may, magdududa sila. So, it could be that they refuse you entry into the United Kingdom, then hindi sila naniniwala that you're actually only entering the United Kingdom as a visitor. No? So, immigration history, especially negative immigration history, frequent visits to the UK, it could be that they say, well, hang on, in that case, we don't think that you're actually coming into the United Kingdom genuinely as a visitor. Now, titingnan din nga nila personal and economic ties to the country of residence, Pilipinas, of course, no? So, sabihin natin nandun ang pamilya mo o estudyante ka sa atin, maybe you also very fortunate, you're financially independent nga. So all those things, they will say, well, they may say, in that case, there's enough, there are sufficient ties to their country of origin, to the Philippines nga, for me to be comfortable, no, to say that they're not likely to overstay, or the other way, no? So it could be na sabihin nila, well, hang on, wala na siyang pamilya sa atin, nandito na lahat ng pamilya niya, wala siyang trabaho din sa atin. Then in that case, they may well say, well, I don't think na itong taong to ay babalik pa. So again, it goes to intention po. Now, also they will look at, and this is a fairly a practical thing, of course, that you should do, is the return flight booked. Now, some people, they book a kind of open-ended ticket. That potentially can point to adverse, no, intention. So it could be that kung open-ended nga, that they may say, well, hang on, you don't have any intention, you don't have a plan to go back nga to the Philippines. So be careful if you're booking an open-ended ticket. Yeah. Now, but if you booking an open-ended ticket because you are on your gap year, sabihin natin, and you want to visit not just nga the UK, but go somewhere else and then come back to the UK as a base dahil nandito ang pamilya, then explain that also. Yeah. If that's the case. Now, money is always an important thing in any kind of application, really. So one of the things also they will look at is, do you have enough funds? Yeah. Now that's also those things really, because we are visa nationals in the Philippines. Philippines is a visa national country. Those things should also be looked at. Should have been looked at nga when you made an application for a visit visa to come into the UK. But it could be that they asked again, by the at border control. So ang payo ko, it's a practical thing. Yung papeles nyo, no? So, say yung bank statement nyo, o kung meron kayong sponsor invite, o kaya meron kayong sulat galing sa eskwela nyo, college, university nga, saying that yes, this is the reason why you're going to the UK, but you're coming back to the Philippines nga. Those things, Do not put it in your luggage which you check in, no? Put it in your hand carry, because then pagkapapasok na nga kayo, it's easy to pull out. So if the border control officer says, well, so prove to me, no, na it's to do nga with attending a seminar, sabihin natin, no? So you can just pull it out of your hand carry and you can show, yeah, there it is. Also a good tip is scan documents, no? Just in case nga mawala, or if you have nga, an iPad or a laptop, it could be that you can then show it if they want to see more details. So it could be that they say to you, okay, can we interview you a little bit, no? And then you can show them on your iPad, for example, if you don't have a printed copy. But it's always best nga to have a printed copy. Now, so those are the things nga that they would look out for. Now, sabihin natin na nandito na nga kayo, you're having a great time, pero may mangyari. Especially nga if you're here for medical reasons, you know, you say organ transplant. Can you apply? No, second, a fairly common question also is, can you apply to extend your visit visa? No? General rule po, hindi. No extensions to a 6-month visit visa. Now, there are some exemptions. Tingnan nga natin. So, possibility would be, sabihin natin, binigyan nga lang kayo ng 3-month visa. No, for whatever reason. No, maybe you only asked for a 3-month visa dahil you didn't think na matatagal lang nga kayo dito. Then you can potentially extend that visa because you only got 3 months nga, to another 3 months, totaling 6 months. No? O kung nandito kayo for medical reasons, no? You have not actually, unfortunately, sufficiently recovered. No? So even if you're 6 months in the UK, but you would be endangering your health kung lilipad nga kayo, again there you can there's every potential to extend your visa, no? But kailangan pakita nga unang-una meron kayong sulat galing sa hospital na ito nga ang dahilan, and of course that it will not be you yourself are not accessing, you know, NHS care if it is to do with your own health, no? But of course organ transplant to someone who's living in the United Kingdom, then that's fine. So you can also potentially extend nga up to 12 months if it's to do with academic issues, no? But no more than 12 months nga. So all those things you can potentially do, but there are limited ways of extending a visit visa. Kung i-extend nyo po, then you can do that. If you're going to do that, then there's a fee po to the Home Office. Again, it's an online application. The current fee to the Home Office is £993, no, per applicant, no? So kung ikaw tsaka dalawang pamilya mo nga, so asawa tsaka meron kayong anak din nga, and you of course need to apply for them also because they also have visit visa, then they also have to pay the fee. Okay, the application is again online. And again, you can upload, and you should upload nga any documents in support. So if it's to do with medical condition nga, kailangan yung sulat galing sa hospital saying that this is actually, you needed to stay in the UK a bit longer because of this. Yeah, but as I said, fee po is £993. Now, but if you find, and you need to make the application, don't forget, kailangan yung pasok yung application bago po mapapaso ang visa nyo. Importante yun, no? Because as soon as it expires, then you can't simply extend it because you're then at that point already an overstayer. Now, the final thing po to do with visit visas is because of the pandemic issue, no? Kung nandito kayo, I have quite a few people inquiring about their current, because they entered the UK as a visitor, stay in 2020. Actually, one client entered the UK in 2019, towards the end of 2019, and has now been able to return to the Philippines. No, now in those cases, you should have hopefully applied for what's called exceptional assurance, and there's a lot of confusion what exceptional assurance is. Yung exceptional assurance po, hindi po yung visa. Okay, so it's not that they have extended or indeed granted you a new visit visa. Hindi po. Exceptional assurance is really, if you like, permission to overstay. No? So they're saying, okay, kahit matatapos na, tapos na yung visa mo, we're going to give you exceptional assurance because of the current COVID or pandemic issues nga, in the Philippines and of course in the United Kingdom. And so we're allowing you, if you like, to overstay. No? Or rather, they will not hold it against you. No? Importante po, if you get exceptional assurance, make sure you keep those letters. No? It's done by email, as you know. Print it out, just in case your email disappears. No? Print it out because you may need it later on. Now, when your exceptional assurance is about to end, of course, you need to go back. If for whatever reason you still cannot return, so sabihin natin you have some medical issues, no? And leaving the United Kingdom, safe for the Philippines, will put you in danger, then you must apply for further exceptional assurance. Yeah? And hopefully you get that. And if you get that, then they'll give you, of course, an end date. And just beware again, kung matatapos ng exceptional assurance, you need to consider either applying for further exceptional assurance, which is of course not a guarantee, and things are hopefully settling down a little bit, and as far as COVID nga is concerned, with any luck. But in any event, if they're not happy, they don't want to extend exceptional assurance, and don't leave it until the last minute. They will also tell you. Now, if however things have changed, no, in the UK, now you've entered the UK as a visitor, you've got exceptional assurance maybe twice, even 3 times, but you can't then return to the Philippines because of family situation. No? Sabihin natin may nagkasakit nga dito, or indeed you find actually you can't simply return. You've fallen pregnant, for example. So any change nga in circumstance, you need to consider, is exceptional assurance actually the right route, or do you want to make an application on something else? Usually po, you can't simply change a visit visa to anything. No? They do not like it, and I can see why. No, they don't want the visitor visa route to be a kind of back way to staying in the United Kingdom. Now, however, if you can't see going back to the Philippines as a good idea, you can't leave your family in the UK, then you need to consider for other routes. Usually, it will be an application outside the normal routes. So you're looking at putting forward maybe Article 8, human rights type application, or maybe even to do with your relationship in the UK. No? But beware, bago nyo gawin yon, seek advice, please. Don't just submit your application, no? Because it could be that if you see me, for example, and maybe that I say to you, wala po itong pag-asa. Kung walang pag-asa, then it may be better for you to take the other route, which is to go back and maybe make another application from the Philippines to come back into the UK. So, huwag niyong basta-bastang ipapasok, no? So, you must, and it's a good idea to take advice. So as you probably gathered, visit visa is a huge topic po. It is important. It's actually quite crucial. And I would say that the highest rate of refusal is to do with visitor visas. Sometimes it just needs a bit more care. They can't read your mind. So it's for you to of course, submit your documents. They're not going to call you. Hindi kayo tatawagan to say, kulang yung bank statement nyo. Hindi nila gagawin po yun. It's for you to submit the documents. Yeah? So, importante po, be ready. Yeah? Do not assume na tatawagan kayo, or indeed, do not assume also that it's a shoo-in na hindi nga yung problema. Just because you know your case, hindi ibig sabihin na alam nila. So, it's for you to, of course, submit your documents in support. And if you have, if you're fortunate to have a lot of means, so marami kayong pera, also say that, no? And show them the documents nga. Purpose, intention po ang pinaka-importante. That is where the highest rate is of refusal. So, as I say, I think from the cases that I see, the highest rate of refusal, visitor visas. And within the visitor visa refusals, the highest rate of refusal basis po is to do nga with intention, because they don't believe that you actually only come into the United Kingdom to visit. So beware nga, no? But otherwise, we're off the red list, no? Thank goodness. Um, uh, Christmas is coming. Yeah. If you haven't yet applied to visit for visit visa to be with your family over the Christmas period, kailangan nyo gawin na ngayon, no? Because we are now po November, no? I don't even know actually whether there'll be enough time until Christmas. But even if you miss Christmas, maybe you can be here for the New Year, or indeed, no, after the New Year. If you're visiting your sweetheart, maybe here for February, no? So, look, don't be put off in making a visit visa application. Pero yung nga lang, importante po, be prepared, no? And be sure that you are clear about your intention, no? And kung may problema nga and you need to somehow vary and extend, take advice first, no? Seek advice before you take that step. That any kind of refusal will be an immigration background, and you don't, of course, want that. So I hope that that's clear, and I'm happy to take any questions to do with the topic or anything else, no? Now, meron tayong mga questions. So, galing po ito kay Millie Smith. Good evening. My niece who lives in France wanted to come for a visit. What are the requirements, please? You are on point, Millie, okay? So, the requirements would be, so she lives in France, wants to come to visit the UK. Unang-una po, you need to just be able to show, again, purpose. So, it would be, what is the basis for her coming into the UK? Kung di naman siya matatagalan dito, then certainly payslip, kung mayroon siyang trabaho sa France, payslip, bank statement nga, valid passport, and of course, if she's staying with you, then evidence from you, no, sponsor letter to say, yeah, dun siya tutuloy sa inyo. She's just coming to visit maybe before Christmas time. So those are the things that you would need to submit, and there's a fee that's approximately £153. So most of the documents will come from her. Bank statements, importante po, and do not forget, if she's a student sa France or indeed employed in France, say so, no, and give evidence nga na meron siyang babalikan sa France. So yun, Millie. So any other questions, Pao? So, Karen, given this pandemic, so Karen Ferrer, given this pandemic, if I will travel to the UK, ano pong mga kailangan na prepare at dapat kong malaman? Salamat po, galing kay Karen to. Yeah, so the pandemic, well, yes, of course, the pandemic is a problem, to say so mildly, no. But we are now off the red list, which means that even you can come into the UK. So the same, if you like, conditions, restrictions, documents will be required. Again, focus, Karen, on intention, no? So you need to show na meron kang babalikan sa atin. So kung may trabaho ka sa atin, o kaya nag-aaral ka nga sa atin, and you're only coming in, for the Christmas period, babalik ka sa course mo nga, make sure you have that letter. Make sure you can show also that sapat nga ang pera mo pagka nandito ka. So if you have savings, show that also. Kung meron kang sponsor, may nag-iimbita sa'yo dito, then again, they should provide nga a letter of sponsor to say that you're looking to stay with them during that time. At saka pagka nandito ka na, silang bahalang lahat. So all those things. And kailangan mo, of course, a valid passport, no? So you can then submit the application. And importante nga din po, pagka napapasok yung application, especially the ones who are younger and who are not perhaps as well established sa business sa atin o kaya career nga sa atin, prepare a short, if you like, statement or affidavit, no? Setting out, okay, itong plano, no? If you need to add anything else. You can, of course, put that also in the application form, but otherwise, prepare a short letter, but also a letter from your sponsor. So, so exactly the same requirements need to be submitted now. Actually, I was going to say post-pandemic, but of course, we are still in the pandemic days. But Karen, if you want me to send you the link Also, dahil may lista nga galing sa home office, email me and I'll send you the link. That's a good point. Processing. It depends. So how long will it take for processing ng mga visa, for visit visa? It depends on which country, where you're coming from, actually. Philippines, it takes a while. So you're looking at actually, well, pre-pandemic, you were looking at anything between about 12 weeks, oftentimes less time than that, depending on your circumstances. Ngayon, you're probably looking at, if you're lucky, maybe 10, 12 weeks. That's why I'm saying I don't know, even if you apply now, that you will be here for Christmas, but you should allow to be on the safe side about 12 weeks. At the moment, they're pretty much on target sa Pinas. So it's Edgar. Don't forget to watch us on YouTube. Salamat, Edgar. I would get told off by Sonny for not even mentioning it. Wow! Nakita niyo yun? Edgar, you are the man, no? Had you not said, I would have completely forgotten. Nakita niyo ba yun? So, yeah, don't forget. Tama. Don't forget to watch us on YouTube too for high resolution video. Tama ka, Edgar. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. And otherwise, no, I'll get told off. I can feel Sonny now texting me saying no. Oh, galing po to ulit kay Azil Zel. At gusto ko po din masyal sa UK. Kaso, hindi ko alam kung paano kumuha ng visa. Look, go on the firstly, if you want to email you the link, it's an online application, and there's a list also of things na kailangan yung pakita, that you need to also produce, also the time scale, the documents must not be older than 28 days before ending with the date of the application nga. So send me your link. Actually, itong broadcast natin ngayon, play it back, because these are the things that things to watch out for, but send me your email me mamaya. I will flash my email address nga, and I'll send you the link, and then look through it. If you have any questions, again, email me. Happy to assist. So, any other questions? Okay. So, kung meron pa kayong questions, happy of course to deal with them. Ito po. Galing po to kay Mark Samutya. So, hello po. Magandang gabi, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Ask ko lang po about tourist visa, or your own point, Mark, no? Gusto ko po sana ma-invite ang mama ko dito sa UK. Pwede po kaya siya pwede po ba yon kahit na status ko ngayon is spouse visa? Di pa ako British citizen. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang Filipino TV Europe. Mark, I'm pleased to say, wala pong problema. Absolutely. No, you can invite nanay to come into the United Kingdom kahit nga spouse visa ka. Yung nga lang, ang payo ko, the documents should also come from yung sa asawa mo, no? So explain nyo nga lang dun sa sponsor letter nga that you have spouse visa in the UK, you're inviting your mother, ito nga passport ng copy ng passport at saka visa kung meron siyang visa ng asawa mo o British nga siya. So put it down. But absolutely, you can. Doesn't matter na spouse visa ka dito. No problem. Do that. And hopefully she has a good time, Mark, no? I'm sure. Christmas time. Okay, galing po to kay Zoe Butler. Magandang gabi po, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Meron po akong baby. 2 years old na po siya dito. At dito siya pinanganak sa UK. Nasa Pilipinas po yung tatay ng baby ko. Pero hiwalay na kami. At hindi naman po siya nakapirma sa birth certificate ni baby. I'm a dual citizen since birth. Kaso, expired na yung Filipino passport ko. Gusto ko nga lang sana kumuha ng Filipino passport para sa baby ko. Ano pong dapat kong gawin? Magkano po bang magagastos at gaano katagal ang magiging proseso? Maraming salamat po. Okay, Zoe. Now, unang-una po, we discussed this. Ewan ko kung na you able to also access nga no previous broadcast, no? Because we were talking about dual nationality, no? So hopefully you can. But if you can't, let me know. I'll email it to you. But the quick answer is dahil nung pinanak yung baby mo, dual ka. So you were Filipino and also British. Yung baby mo would also be considered a natural born Filipino. Kahit nga dito siya pinanganak. Dahil lang ang magulang nga niya Pinoy, no? Which means that yung baby mo would be entitled to apply for Filipino passport, which is great news. Now, as far as the process goes, I know it's a bit more difficult at the moment dahil of the pandemic, no? And busy nga sila. And it's quite difficult at the moment to get appointments nga at the embassy. But persevere, no? You can. Now, ang gawin mo ito, there are a number of things na kailangan pakita. So there would be birth certificate mo, birth certificate ng tatay niya, passport nyo, no, Filipino passport. So there's quite a long list of documents na kailangan yung i-prepare para sa baby mo. So if you email me your email, no, ang gagawin ko, I'll send you also the link. It's actually on the Philippine Embassy website. I mean, you can access that now, of course, but if you can't find it, email me and I'll send you the link. So greetings kay May. I was hoping you would say hello, May. So May Tigbao Vargas, good evening po, Attorney Lira, at sa lahat na nanonood. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, May. We're missing Sonny nga ngayon, so it's good of you to join. Lacey Hobbs, good evening. Gorgeous. Wow. Attorney Lira and Sir Pogi Sonny, enjoy your holiday. Oh, actually, he's not enjoying it at the moment. May sakit siya. Happy Thursday, everyone, and may God bless us all. Millie Smith, thank you po, Attorney Lira, for the info. My pleasure, Millie. Hopefully that was of help, no? It's always a pleasure. Virginia Elona, good evening, Attorney Lira and Sonny. Wishing you mabuhay. God bless. God bless din po, no? It's the Librojo clan, no? Rudy Librojo. Happy Thursday at very informative show and beautiful and brilliant people pa. Like Attorney Gandang Lira and Poging Sir Sonny. Mabuhay po from Belfast. Hi Rudy, kamusta? It's probably very cold there as it is cold here now. Oh, the lovely MM Giling. Hi po, good evening sir and ma'am. Happy Thursday po sa lahat. Miss Giling. Kamusta? Oh, that's a new picture. Give me send a bigger picture next time. Ed, hi Ed. So send a bigger picture but next time. Ed Duway. Kung okay, may siyang question. Kung nagka-visa na sila prior to coming in April next year at biglang nag-red list ang Pinas ulit, no? Would they extend it or put the visa on hold? You will find, Ed, that they won't. At least they didn't nga last time, no? The only time nga, so what they did last time, kung hindi ka pa lumabas sa atin, you got a visa, hindi ka pa lumabas, tapos napaso na, they don't actually extend it, or they didn't at least last time, because there were a few people caught out. Now, if however, nandun pa yung application mo, and hindi pa nila tinitignan, what they also did though last year was what's called, they deferred it, no? And then, or they ask you, do you want to defer it, or do you want to simply withdraw it? If you withdraw it, babalik na ng pera. So, it's difficult to say actually what they're going to do now, but you will probably find that they will just, it would just expire. But we'll see, no? Yeah, it's obviously a concern itong pandemic. Hopefully, we get back to some normality. Oh, tingnan niyo si Ed, he's watching, of course, from YouTube. So thank you for watching, Ed. I'm so pleased. Now, Emmeline Rafael, tanong ko lang, Attorney Lira, for change. Can my children here in Abu Dhabi visit me in London, and what will I do? Gusto ko lang malaman kung ang pupunta sa London for a visit. Ako retired na and dual. Do I have to provide documents? Mr. Fel, absolutely. You still need to provide nga documents. But they too need to provide documents. So the good news is, of course, they can come and visit you. No? Mga bata na nasa Abu Dhabi. And that would be nice. Maybe kung gusto mo nga lang ihatid dito, no? Na magkakasama nga kayo. So absolutely. So you need to just show, of course, passport mo, yung sulat mo nga doon, sabi mo na you're retired, meron kang bahay dito, they'll be staying with you. Of course, you will provide for them anything they need nga in the United Kingdom. Pero sila, bank statements po nila, payslips din, no? Kung meron nga silang trabaho sa atin, contract of employment. Mga bata, mga apo mo, kung gusto nang pumunta nga dito, then maybe letters from the school. So, absolutely, and you should do that, no? It would be nice for them to also come to the UK. You know, I'm sure they'll miss you when you come back. Finally, we miss you also. But when they come back, maybe gusto ka nilang samahan. That would be nice, no? So yes, absolutely, Ms. Rafael. So, any other? Yeah, Pao. Hi, Pao. So Paula Patricia Roque Perez. Thanks, Attorney Lira. Super informative and lovely Thursday talaga. I tell you what, Paula is a godsend, no? I say this, I don't say it often enough actually, no, because she's in the background. But without her, talaga, no way on earth would we be able to carry on with our broadcast, especially po ngayon. I only agreed to this, to do it on my own because of Pao. So, salamat, Pao. No, it's hip hip hooray for Pao, definitely. Now it's, oh gosh, it's nearly 9 o'clock. It's gone on so long, no? So, kung meron pa kayong mga questions and I wasn't able to deal with them, my apologies. Pero ito pong email ko. Email ko, kabatbat, yung apelido ko, at douglas-simon.com. So, for example, Karen, no, sabi ko nga, if you want to email me, I'll email you the link of things that are required. So anyone who wants nga the link, say, to the Home Office to do with the visit visa, just email me and I'll email you nga the link. And if you, of course, want to have a bit more information, just again, email me and I'm happy to assist, of course. Oh, Miss Rafael, Emily, thank you, Attorney Lira. We will do that. No, it would be nice if you can come here with your family, Miss Rafael, and keep us informed, you know. Now, so I'm so, look, I know it's already, you know, quarter to 9. Just to say, I'm so pleased po to have been able to join you nga tonight, no? I lagi kong sinasabi to, but truly I am humbled by the fact that you take the time to join me, you know, and Pao nga today. And it seems, Edgar, salamat po sa dagdag na kalaman. And hope you have a lovely evening sa inyong lahat. Wow, tama ka, Edgar. I tell you, I'm so pleased Edgar is also joining us because he's prompting me with quite a few things nga, no? So I'm so pleased to be here. I'm sorry nga, I missed you last week. I really did miss you all last week, no? And I hope, and I'm sure Sonny will be okay for next week. And I hope that I've been able to fill his shoes nga a little bit, and that's been enjoyable for everyone. But I'm so pleased to be here. And look, sa akin sinasabi, it's a happy Thursday. It truly is a happy Thursday. And even though it's Sonny's not with us today, it truly has been a happy Thursday for me. I'm so pleased that you've been able to join. So, salamat po. And email me kung meron kayong questions. I'm more than happy to assist. Yeah, si May. So, thank you and God bless, Attorney Lira. Good night po. See you next Thursday. Absolutely. On that note, see you all next Thursday, no? Join us. Don't forget. Salamat. From Pao and me.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. na minsan kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.